Alrighty, guys. So let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready.
Yeah, I'm tired. It's Friday.
It's Friday before Carnival. Hello, guys. My name is Nelson,
My name is Bruno.
and today we're gonna cover the topic showcase. Okay, let me just remove the Elmo Junior from here.
Showcase fits well with Nelson Showman.
Just trying to do differently at this time. So,
No,
guys,
it's who you are.
I think that it is the last piece of the the ceremonies that we were covering during the other episodes, from the beginning, planning through the retrospective, and now showcases. So I think that's the end of a journey with the team after delivering all the work during the sprints or during this sprint, right? Where the customer will get the chance to see what has been built during the iteration.
Yeah. Just let's just keep in mind that it's not necessarily the last one.
The last one.
There is a in a real sequence of events, showcase would come before retrospectives, because the feedbacks that you get from your client will will feed into your retrospective experience. But I personally also feel like, okay, if you need to do a retro before the showcase, that I don't think
Might be a problem.
it's a problem. It's just there are benefits of doing the retro last, because you already delivered and presented the product, the MVP, the release, right? Let's say release.
Mhm.
There's less pressure, I guess, because I would say there's a little bit of a pressure presenting those things. But then the team is more calm and relaxed, less pressure to talk about these things, and then really set the mood for the planning, the beginning of the next session, the next iteration. So there are benefits of doing the retro after the showcase. The reason why we posted the retro first is because we had that time schedule with Steve, right? So we had to post it early. But again, it's not set on stone. But there are benefits of doing the showcase first.
Yeah, and talking a little bit more about the showcase, it doesn't mean that the team will need to deliver the entire product, or whatever they build during the sprint, as we cover in the other episode, like the MVP. So it will be the moment that the team will present the MVP 1, 2, 3, depends on amount of MVPs they will need to build to deliver like one single product for the customer. But I think the main point for the showcase is it is the moment to receive the feedback from the person that will receive what has been done. Like, as we always say about the user experience, it will be the moment that the client might use something you have built, and then he will give you the feedback based on the experience they had using that prototype, if you will, call as is. So
Maybe that there's some material for us to work on that. Like, I was thinking maybe we can talk like an overview on how design thinking, agile, and user experience connect together.
yeah, awesome.
Maybe we can do that like a bridge, right?
Because a lot of
For
people,
the next season.
I think that a lot of people have. It is like out of topic, but we see that a lot of people asking where the design thinking comes and where agile comes into a design thinker. So I would accept that a challenge to cover, maybe for the MVP number 3 for the Agile talk show. We're gonna start covering a little bit more about design thinking and user experience.
Yeah, I have seen some people confusing both, and not necessarily understanding the purposes of agile and design thinking, how they connect together. Of course, this is very, beginning stages conversation, but I think there's a value there. Like me, for example, I don't have experience with design thinking, so I think it's a topic that might help people understand, the logical sequence of usage.
Okay, we can
Yeah.
cover that, but just coming back to the
Yeah.
showcase, I think that we might be able to present our special guest for today to
Yeah.
show what they have
We have a
built.
special guest. So we have received some good comments on special guests, and of course you get tired of listening to the crazy ones, the crazy duo here, and we really love
Thanks.
having special guests. We've done several special guests on season 1, right? So so we'll try to make as many special guests as possible. Showcase is a very unique opportunity to do that. Before we introduce our very special guest, let's just cover the main steps. So it's not supposed to be difficult, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there
It
are
should
some
be easy.
I mean, not confusions, but maybe misconceptions on what a showcase should include and shouldn't include, and we should cover development and operation.
Right. Yeah.
So
I think that going to the operations when we are talking about projects, which is part of the operations. I think that it will be the moment that they will, if we are talking about server build or RFS, like to move a data center to another data center, maybe the showcase will be just a little piece of the work the team is doing, and regarding like the teams, operation teams who handle tickets and blah blah blah. Also, a showcase might be if you have like a huge backlog and you have decided during the sprint to get focused on like kill all the tickets like for one particular server or just to reduce the amount of tickets you have on a backlog. It will be also a moment that you will show to the manager or the team leader for the team, because we had these roles in some companies that you will present, okay, we have focused on reduce this type of tickets, so we have started from 100 and now we are delivering about 50, so we reduce our backlog in 15%. These are the cases that are left on our backlog, so who will receive that information will say, okay, I think that was good, but now I think we need to focus on this one because they
Yeah.
are more crucial. So it's like it should be simple. You don't need to get like hours preparation before you do your showcase. You don't need to do like a PowerPoint. So if you're doing like a server build, you just need to go to the server live and show all the things you have done for that server, or just go to the backlog on your Kanban and present the results, just showing, not doing pre-work or homework before the showcase. And I think that I have covered just a little bit about programs, which is or let's say developing systems or products. It will be also the same, like small MVPs.
right,
I'm not sure if you want to include something.
not for problems, but the examples I've seen, I think the topics that I think are valid for us to bring to the table to discuss are the things that we've seen people present on a showcase, and talk about what's the value behind how to decide when to present one thing rather than another. So I've seen people present metrics, I've seen people present spreadsheets, um, I've seen people present wood marbles. And it's funny to me because for me personally, and again, guys, this is a discussion, so we want to talk about it. And I keep asking, why would we want to share our mood marbles unless we were in a very bad situation? You know what I mean? So if we're a team that we're happy, we're our normal mood is good mood. It's not a bad mood. It's not a bad scenario. It's not a win situation, right? Try to find win situations. If your mood is good, why are you presenting like, okay, the last 2 weeks our mood was 90%. The next iteration, 95. The next, 75. I don't see the point. It's just too much. Remember, the structure is to allow the team to do the work. The more you put into these things that are not actual things to to celebrate or that are valuable for the audience. So if you're in operations, you're presenting to your ops manager and your executives. If okay, it's good for the executive level to know that you're happy. But if you're not saying that is, if there's no problem coming up in the retrospective, then things are fine. It's just my perspective. If you're coming from a really bad case, people are not talking, not working, not liking each other, and you came back and you overcame that situation, then I agree. It's a moment to celebrate. Okay, let's celebrate. We did this. We achieved this. After that, just move on. That's me.
No,
And
but
metrics is the same.
I think that you touched into important point, which is because if the team decided to work on, we need to increase our mode for somehow, and decided to start doing some activities during the sprint, let's say sprint, maybe it will be like a good time for the showcase, but not for the customer, but maybe during the retrospective
That's
to
my
see
point.
what is before
That's
and
my
what
point.
happened and what we have achieved, but not like a showcase to the customer, the
Yeah.
mode of the team. It doesn't
Yes.
make any
So
sense.
imagine a development team creating a mobile for Bank of America or Itaú banks.
Okay.
Why would the customer want to hear, okay, our team is happy for the last 2 weeks? It's kind of silly.
Mm-hmm.
In a business, high-level business world, these guys will laugh. I mean, not a nice laugh. I don't expect to be a good laugh. It's just like, are you kidding me? I want to see the product. So that's why I really like comparing product development with operations. So
Okay.
metrics for me is the same. Why presenting metrics on a showcase? Not the team. If the PO or the manager wants to present the metrics to the ops manager, fine. I guess metrics are a good showcase for managers, but not for execution. We're talking about execution teams. So we're delivering within the execution level. Why would you, at the execution level, require the team to show the metrics? Doesn't make sense to me. Because, okay, this time we reached 95% accuracy, 94, 95. If the accuracy is going down, talk about it in the retrospective. Talk about it if it's going well in the retrospective. Don't talk it on the showcase. All right, what's the manifesto saying? What's SCRUM saying? Shippable product. Again, guys,
Instead
we're
of like
molding.
a contract negotiation. No, I'm just doing the comparison between, a shippable instead of talking about a contract negotiation, which is the
Right.
manifesto, the differences.
The pillars.
Okay.
It's kind of like that. It's in the same direction. But what I'm saying is, these things were created by people that were software developers. So compare the realities. We are molding this methodology and philosophy to operations, and try to mold it as relevant and as close as possible. It's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about replicating the good stuff. So if you're putting more, it's just micromanagement.
Well, I think I agree with
Shippable
you.
product, man.
I know.
Shippable things that are implemented. That's why it's so much easier to actually see these things in practice, in real life, because the products are physical. That's why our most special guests will show us. It's physical. You can use it. You can test it. It's not an idea. So okay, we had 24 ideas for the last iteration. That's not a showcase. Which ideas were implemented? That's my
No,
That's
I
my
agree with you.
point.
The only thing that I just want to cover, it is a main problem that some companies, they see it, that they think that service areas like operations is not like a product. They're not delivering a product. They see it as a service. That's why when they see it as a service, they think that part of the services is keep the SLAs up, and part of the what they have done that push the SLAs up or down might be some requirements that the customer needs from some teams to deliver. So that's why it's pretty hard for them to see the service as a product and what the things, all the things they did in order to deliver the 98. So the 98 is just like a number. Maybe the showcase might present the things that has been done in order to achieve the 98, but not 98 as a product. You know, it's just like a result as a number. But like, okay, I kept the operational system up to date. We don't have any services at end of life. Our hardware is up to date. So we put some changes to increase the memory on the server. So that's the showcase,
Nice.
not the number. The number is just a result of our work. So maybe it's just the time that people might think differently how to present the results. Because for the customer, is the how stable is the environment, not the 98. You know.
Yes.
So if I want to recover something, we will be able to recover what I need. It's not the 98, but the possibility and all the work companies are doing to deliver that to the customer if they need to. Just regarding that as a recovery, you know.
Yeah.
Because they want, or you know, if you talk about banks, so what the bank wants to see,
Right.
like availability, they want to see the system working,
Yeah.
like downtime minimum,
Yeah. Good call.
right?
Good call.
So not just 98% of SLA.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, what I really like about that, what you said, is that it really adds up to what I was saying. I was looking, and I am looking from my perspective. So these are two examples of two different kinds of operations. Your operation touch the customer. Mine doesn't. Our showcases are not to the sellers. Our showcases are to managers and ops managers and executives. So it's different.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important to try to tailor all these practices to the closest to what
the
you
reality.
said. To what you said. What the client wants to see. What the client's expecting. It's the acceptance criteria feeds into that as well. Awesome. I think that's enough chatter. But do you have any
could talk a
any
lot.
good stuff? Any
I think
else?
that the only thing I might, you know, just to finish is to remember people that propose why they are there, why they are doing what they do, who is the person that is receiving what you guys are doing. So then it comes what I said, you know, what the customer wants to see, and that will be a good time to change the way we present the results. Just that. It's my thought.
Nice.
Okay, so time
Teacher Nelson.
for Uncle Nelson.
All right, dude, join us, man. Please. Sorry we took too long.
It's okay. It's okay.
Special guest. I hope you feel in there.
You will.
I'll try.
Our office is small.
I'll
man.
try.
Small
Welcome.
and warm.
This is our friend, partner, if you will, to mergulhao.
Deep dive.
Introduce yourself, man, to the people.
I'm
out there.
Antonio. I'll try to simplify it. I work in a team that provides or ships assets to customers free of charge.
Mm,
So,
free
and
of
I'm
charge.
free of charge.
Nice.
So,
Awesome.
I'm helping these two, or I should say, I'm learning Agile with these two, trying to learn.
We are all learning.
We are all learning, man, every day.
Yeah,
Cool.
I totally agree.
Thanks for accepting our invitation to be here.
Of course.
So what
I
we're gonna
wanted
do?
to be here.
What we're gonna do is Antonio Mergulhao is part of our MVP creation, similar to the other teams that presented and explained their experiences with MVP. But this is different. This is him doing a demo for us, showcasing his product MVP 1.0, 2.0,
What?
1.0, and basically we are the clients, right? I'm the PO, Nelson is the client, and I'll be here to support Nelson, of course, but Nelson will give, is that okay?
No
Nelson
problem.
will be giving his feedbacks. I think that's good because, I was I proposed the whole thing, and you're out of that particular initiative. You haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So it's completely
Awesome.
fresh. I've seen it. So the feedbacks would be different than mine.
Okay.
You know what I mean? More challenging, I guess.
So, guys,
It
I want
is.
to see the product. I just flew hours and I just arrived. I want to see where my money went to.
Okay.
All right. So, hello. How
Hello,
are
sir.
you? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Hello, Uncle Nelson.
Hello.
This is Mergulhao. He's our software architect, our product architect. He will be showcasing the features for MVP 1.0. So
Okay. I'm glad to be here.
Go ahead.
Okay. So let me get started with the summary on what it is that you asked for.
Okay.
Just to level set everyone. So you asked for some kind of product through which you would identify bad habits,
Oh, yeah.
whatever they are. If they are during a meeting, if they are during a phone call, whatever the scenario is, right? And it's something physical. I think we need to make that clear. You were looking for something physical.
True. We got this major problem in our company, which is bad habits. And we have a lot of problems, with the, not technology, but doing things online, So we would like to come back to the old style with things
Correct.
were physical,
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
awesome.
that's a great example because now that we are using more and more video conferences,
Okay.
well, we thought of something physical that you could use during a video conference if that's the case.
Perfect.
If not, you'll do it in your meetings, in your staff meetings, whatever the case is. So
I'm starting to like.
So proud.
the product owner brought us the idea, right? What the expectation was. There were not a lot of ground rules at that moment. We
Okay.
were just asked to bring the 1.0 version of that
Cool.
product. So what did we start discussing? What can we do? Are we going to bring a board? Are we going to bring a sign? Something that you could easily carry with you and
Okay.
maybe loan it to others as well, right? So we thought of glasses. Think of a glass, right?
Okay.
We don't have one right here, but anyway. Think of a glass that you have it in your pocket, in your backpack, whatever.
I think I have one on my back. Okay.
There we go.
got here.
So I'll
Our
use my
visitor.
pocket.
Lou.
I'll use my pocket. So we are in a meeting and you're, I don't know, sending the month message to your managers, right? Or
Okay.
the planning. You're in a planning session, right? Let's use the correct terms. You're in a planning session for that month with your managers. And then you start seeing that one of your managers, I'll use cellular phones as an example, right? That one of your managers starts
Yeah, we got
texting
this. Okay.
during your presentation. So instead of having to stop your meeting and call them upon it and
Yeah.
like I said, stop the meeting and everyone focusing on that person, the only thing that you do is take those glasses out, get them on. This is not the 1.0. I'll show it to you in a moment. Okay, but that's the idea.
But I got the idea.
You'll put the glasses on, and that person would identify, since you have those glasses, that they're having a bad habit at that specific moment.
It's like a sign up. We want
Correct.
To, okay.
So, do you want to try it on, Uncle Nelson?
Oh,
The
do you
one
have
point-
already?
I
Oh
have-
my God!
I have. Keep in
I
mind,
can try it on to show the
this
client
is
person.
Please.
yes. This
want
is
to
the
see
one. This is the 1.0 version.
Okay.
Okay.
We could. Okay, try it first before I. Oh, like Batman.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Okay, I wanted first to show you the physical product, and then I'll tell you why
Okay,
it looks like that.
can we do like a real test? Give me your cell phone, please, sir. Okay, then. So we are doing the meeting, right?
I'm presenting this
So
to you guys.
the phone rings, a cell
Yes.
phone. Then
Yes,
I
sir.
start typing. So what's gonna happen?
So it's going to take the glasses out, put them on. So by that, you will identify that, whoops,
Oh, okay.
I'm doing something wrong.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay?
Gotcha.
Since this is a 1.0, as you can see, it is not durable, right? It's a material that can easily tear. If
Okay.
you wet it, something like that, that's a 2.0 discussion, which is something we are already developing, and we will add to your feedbacks once we get to the point of your feedback today.
Okay.
Okay? So,
What about the Batman? You told me that
Yes.
you were about to tell me.
thank you. So one of the things we considered is
Oh, thanks.
let's try to put a history behind
I
those
love-
goggles.
I love stories.
Yeah. So I'll try to summarize it right in a nutshell. In our group, right? I'm representing my group today. I'm not the only one who developed this for you, of course.
Okay.
So as a group, as a squad, we thought, how can we get something that already exists, an idea that already exists, and translate that into a goggle, into something that into a wearable, right? And one of the ideas that came up, which is of course the one we chose, was Batman. Batman is through those many things that he does and the powers that he has. One is to, I'm trying to think how to say it in English, but he, in a way, also finds bad habits, right?
Mhm.
And combats them, right? And he challenged
Okay.
them.
Okay.
So why not transfer that, like you were saying, to a bat habit? Right?
I like it.
He through Batman's life, he overcome a lot of challenges. He faced those bad habits that were happening, and so forth and so on. So the idea was bring the Batman and call it, for the lack of a better name, Bat Habit.
Oh, I just love it. I just love it. You know what?
It's comfortable too.
I think that
It is.
I like it. I like it. The even if it's like I'm not have the proper English, but like breakable, as you say, could easily
It
Fragile.
is not durable.
fragile.
Fragile.
But I do like
Fragile,
because
thank you.
it is like a recycle. Like it is paper, so we have a
Sustainable
lot of
Thank you.
we are losing a lot of paper at the company. So maybe it will be a good way that
Yeah.
people might have
Fantastic.
other directions for these papers instead of just throwing that away. We
Correct.
could start
Correct.
maybe prototyping a little bit more about that.
Yeah, good feedback.
I like that we
Try to
could
keep the
not
same
only
material.
black, but we
Not
got
only black.
people that talk too much, and I know there is some people at the company that use the terms Elmo, which I don't know what it is, but I know people. Well, oh yeah, that one. So I think that if we put some colors like a red, maybe perhaps to identify that someone is talking too much and should be quick on a call. But once we are
Okay.
dealing with executives,
Okay.
we should not do ammo, as I heard some dev people, like not dev, but like developers using that terms on their meetings. So maybe we could use some colors to identify what type
Like a
of bad
flag,
habits
Okay.
we are
Nice.
just getting. Because
Nice.
if we only use black, maybe one is using the cell phone, but the other one is like a sidebar conversation.
Agreed. Yes.
So I think that we
Nice.
could put some different colors by maybe is 1.0, right? But if we have like three different colors with the major bad habits, as I could see over our meetings, might be good, because if we had different colors, maybe we would need to do that and just point the color.
Correct. Yeah.
Maybe I'm just thinking louder.
That's the
But I
beauty.
just love, because paper is something that we are just wasting a lot.
That's the beauty of recycled materials. We can scale them easily, right? Like you said, everyone has recycled materials
Okay.
to share. So yeah, we can take them.
Fantastic.
We can take that and
Fantastic
use
job.
them as.
I just love it, guys. I think that we might, it is good because, like today, I will be able to use it,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So that's why I love, small deliveries. It is something that we are trying to put into the culture of my company. People to don't need to wait too much to deliver something. So
Yeah.
for now on, I can just leave the room with this one. People will think that I'm crazy, but they won't understand that
It's
there is
carnival,
like
so you're okay to
And-
do that.
And it adds up
I feel power.
a little
man.
bit of
I
fun
got the
to the
power.
workplace.
Yes.
So,
Can I fly?
we can try to put something like that on.
Okay, there is some. I think that the other one may be for girls, for women's.
We can work on the colors.
Maybe
and
we can.
sizes too.
Yes.
And also for the GBLT. I'm not sure how to say that.
GLBT.
GLBT. Maybe different colors for that community. I
Yeah,
think that
colorful,
would be
like rainbow.
rainbow
Awesome
colors.
idea.
I love that.
Yeah,
Okay,
you-
guys, I
fantastic
I
idea.
love. Thank you very much. I think that my money and your time were well spent.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. I'm anxious to see the MVP number
2.0.
2.0.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. Awesome job.
Thank you.
And product owner, thank you very much.
I told you he was the man for the job.
Sure.
Guys, you saw this dude. Unbelievable. It was great stuff, man. Couldn't have done anything better. That was amazing.
Well, thank
And
you.
you will see when you watch the episode again, you'll see me like, oh Jesus, that's great.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Dude,
Guys,
thank you so much.
keep in mind, showcase, show, like these two said, bring physical results, things that you can show, products that you can show, not just numbers.
May I go after that?
You can.
Yeah. Dude, this was great. I guess we
Should
were
I
not
stay or
able
should I
to
go?
deliver 15 minutes this time, but it's fine. This special guest, half of the episode was, for the demo, and we hope combining our, experience discussion in the beginning, our talk in the beginning, with the demo and live example with our special guest, was enough content for you guys to get a move on that. Let us know your comments.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
You are the reason of all this.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Take
Thank you for
care.
inviting me.
Enjoy the carnival. Have fun.
Be safe
Be safe.
and
If you drink, don't drive.
be safe and
Be agile.
dude.
Be
Bye,
true to
everyone.
your love. Thank you, man.